Once a woman becomes married and has children, she no longer wants to sleep with her husband. Sex drive plummets. A lot of men have been asking me why. There are certain emotional states that are beneficial for the species. It is useful for a male to have a sex drive. But once a female has already attracted a spouse and is currently caring for offspring, continuing to have a sex drive could be detrimental for her safety and the safety of her already existing offspring. If she is exhausted and overworked and does not feel supported and cared for. I have a lot of men who are very angry at me for the advice that I give. I'll try to lay this out very simply for you. Having intimate relations in your marriage is absolutely essential if you want to have a good marriage. You should try to make love as frequently as you reasonably can. Not only is this going to associate your partner with high levels of dopamine or pleasure, possibly more important, rejecting your partner or being rejected as a male is going to cause extreme emotional pain, cause the male to become resentful towards the wife. But if the wife engages in physical intimacy when she's not in the mood, or she feels pressured into it when she doesn't want to do it, she is likely to feel resentful as well. Resentment is an emotion that often leads to divorce, especially over a long term. Therefore, the only real solution to this is to find out why a female is not wanting to have intimate relations. Typically, they're not choosing this. They're not electively saying, I don't want to have a sex drive after I get married and have children. They can't help the fact that they don't want to have intimate relations. And if they do it anyways, they're likely to feel resentful. Another emotion that they're not electively choosing. Therefore, the only thing that can really be done here logically, find out why she feels this way, and then engage in behaviors that are likely to change this emotional state. And the only way to do this is to help the female to feel cared for, not exhausted, not overworked. In other words, if you'd like your wife to sleep with you, men, you need to be at least an equal partner. And you need to cultivate a feeling of being cared for within your wife. If you come home and then you promptly sit on the couch and begin playing video games while the house is trashed and the kids are in disarray, your wife will not feel cared for, and she'll end up being overworked, and she's not likely to have a sex drive in situations like this. Then your sexual advances are likely to be rejected, or if she does it anyways, she's likely to become resentful. So either you're resentful or she's resentful. Both of these scenarios are likely to lead to divorce, or at least an unhappy marriage, which often leads to divorce. So the solution is for the male to find out what's important for his wife and then to do it, so that she's more likely to have a sex drive, thus less likely to reject her husband, thus less likely to breed resentment in the marriage. Does this always work? Of course not. But for most men, it's probably your best bet at saving your marriage. There are dozens of other factors which I address in my book and in my lectures that are other things that also help. So if you're a husband and you're working your butt off, helping around the house and doing these things, and it's not working at all and you don't understand why, you should probably take my marriage quiz to try and find out. I will post a link to this on my bio, and then once you find out, make the appropriate changes so that you can help your marriage. I do have courses that teach that.